Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you up here to WyvMDFL, the home of the mighty Tigers. And lovely day for it. As you can see on the screen, it's just started. The heavens have just started to open up, which I'm led to believe is about normal for footy up this way. And it'll be interesting to see how the Geelong boys cope, Eric.
Absolutely, Pete, and umpire McLaughlin from Geelong, about the only one that I know.
Well, we know the little bald runner for the the Yarra Valley Mountain District League.
Going past the front of us now.
Yeah, bloody white maggot. Is that what you're supposed to say?
Peter Cameron, ex-AFL umpire. Well, umpire McLaughlin holds the ball aloft. The siren has sounded. Monkhorst in the ruck. Uses his bulk to advantage there. Finally comes clear, kicked off the ground for the Yarra Valley. Corey Lockwood for Geelong, he's in there, can't pick it up. Stacks on the middle at centre half forward, and the umpire will move in. It was sharp of Yarra Valley, got the ball away, but unfortunately the umpire had blown a whistle on play.
And it does look like the two big ex-AFL guns have lined up, Eric, in Goodwin. I think he's wearing number 24. You'll see him around the ground. And Damien Monkhorst from Collingwood and St Kilda in the number 1.
Mark Crean, the big fella for Geelong, wearing number 31, is at centre half forward. Ball comes back there to Edwards. Edwards off one step, drives to the forward pocket for the Yarra Valley, and it's over the boundary line and out of bounds.
They're going to have to score pretty quickly, Eric, aren't they, when this sort of weather? If they don't get some runs on the board early in the game, scoring's going to become very, very hard, particularly when the ground gets a bit softer later on.
Well, it was pretty soft before they started, Dick, I think. So the ball is thrown in, comes picked up there by, that was Orlich, who's the local boy. He's kicked the first goal of the game, and it's gone to the Yarra Valley.
He's the big ruckman, I think, that changes on the day at YVMDFL with Monkhorst.
He does. He plays here at the ground, and very nice step for goal. They're playing full forward today, which is interesting.
It was a very skillful goal for these type of conditions too, because he didn't have much daylight to go for, and with the rain coming down the way it's coming down, it was a very, very good shot for goal. And probably worth about 2 or 3 goals in these conditions every time they kick one, I think so.
I think so. Ball up in the middle again. Monkhorst, beautiful tap down. Only as far there as Clayton Trotter. Series of handballs for the Geelong side. Comes into the arms there of Simon Flack, can't control it. It's gone wide to the outer side. Leading in the race with the ball is Daniel Hewitt. But the ball beats his teammate Danny Ryan over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in out of centre wing.
Could be a bit interesting too, Eric. I don't think our guys would have played in this kind of weather for some time. I think it'll take them a little while to get used to what they're doing.
I couldn't agree more, Pete. I think very awkward. Monkhorst again, manhandled.
Mark Crean not afraid to dish it out.
No.
Obviously going the ball there and give Monkey one behind the ear.
Yes, just happens that way sometimes. The ball kicked the centre half forward. At the back mark, not paid by the umpire. Comes off hands to ground. Stacks on the mill again. Finally cleared out Trotter for the Geelong side. On the left foot, drives it to his teammate there at Anakin. Crean, well, he can't pick it up. Gets a handball along the ground. Looking for Ricky O'Toole. No, it's...
Blake. Wasn't Blake.
Yes, it was
Clark
there.
Damien Clark.
3 Geelong players. Trotter picks it up. Handball across to Dillon there. Dillon on the left foot looking for Luke Forbes in the half forward flank. Players having real trouble handling the footy, and it'll be a war of attrition, I think, today. Dick, be a war of attrition here too if this rain keeps going.
I don't know whether it's the roar of the wind or the cars or the rain. It's absolutely bucketing down there.
So ball thrown in. Monkhorst in front. Taken off him there. Good work there by Trotter again for the Geelong side, but finally for Yarra Valley. Kick towards the centre. Nice little bit of body work by Clinton Shaw there. Takes the mark for Geelong District. Well, player well over the mark, I thought, but play on, said the umpire. Picked up there for Geelong.
Well done.
That was Chris Smith. And it's kicked forward into the forward. Rafsky can't control the footy. Comes off hands once again. Nice little chip pass for the Yarra Valley to centre half forward. The way goes, that looked like Willoughby. Kicks it around the corner in front of our broadcast position here. Shaw, well smothered. Ross Dillon picks it up. Nice little handball to Clark. He can't handle it. Gee whiz, it's like a bit of soap already. We've been playing 4 minutes. So will be very difficult. And as we look in front of us, there's 2 inches of water already on the ground.
I might do a couple of laps in a minute.
I'll tell you what, having a look at the ground though, you would think that if it does ease up, it'd run away fairly quick.
Yeah,
the ground is in magnificent condition.
By McLaughlin with the football, puts it up. Rathje doing the ruck work, out muscled there by Tim Scott for Yarra Valley. Clayton Trotter can't take the footy, picked up there by Peterson. Handball across to Cartledge. Cartledge goes wide across the ground, and I think these guys know how to use the ground, certainly.
Yeah.
Kick off the boot there of Hewitt to centre half forward. It's GDFL in good position there. Nick Smith can't pick it up, unfortunately. Kick forward, straight into the arms there of terrible kick there by Ross, Chris Smith it was. Now little Ricky O'Toole picks it up on the left foot now, kicks it toward the boundary.
Thank you very much.
Players slipping and sliding, picked up there by Tim Scott, gets the ball towards centre half forward. Big pack of players there, pushed down for Geelong District Footy League. Shaw can't pick it up. Now picked up there, handball forward for Yarra Valley, kicked off the ground by Hewitt. Hewitt follows his own kick up, tries to pick it up, can't do so. He's helped out by his teammate there in Fraser. He can't get a kick either. Gee whiz, it'll be a battle of defences today. Players slipping, sliding and off hands there. The ball is finally cleared for the GDFL, and away they go down the outer side. Good lead there by Rathje. Unfortunately can't take the mark. Off hands, it's picked up again by Yarra Valley. Drive towards centre half forward. Over the head there of O'Toole. Player backing up in Chris Smith. He follows it up pretty hard, but the boundary's going to win the race, and it's over the boundary line.
It's good to note, Derek, the umpire's letting the play go, isn't he? I mean, these conditions you can be picking free kicks out of everything, but he's just letting it go, which is good.
Just about have to, I think. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 1 goal, Yarra Valley. Geelong get the score. Handball comes out there to Nick Smith. Nice little chip pass, and on hands and knees, Luke Forbes takes the mark. I notice Yarra Valley flooding back there, Peter. Boncourse playing loose at half-back.
I noticed both teams did that. They adopted the loose man in the back line. Smith was doing it for the GDFL, and Monkhurst has done it for the Yarra Valley. And in doing so, he's pushed it over the boundary line, about the half-forward flank mark in the GDFL attacking area.
Too many people prepared to get out of the cars to get the footy.
Yeah, gone under the car. I think both teams have settled down fairly quick under the conditions. They seem to have got a grasp on the slippery conditions. They're prepared to put their body in first and slip along and try and pick the ball up.
So still waiting on the return of the football. Looks like Simon Flack might be thinking about giving some assistance there. Now they've rescued it back in the arms of the boundary umpire. 7.5 minutes gone, first quarter. Yarra Valley Mountain District, 1 goal. Geelong get the score. Over the head of all players, the throw in. Well done. Kick across the face of goal. Race, the foot race on here. Flack can't quite go. No, Shane Andrews it was out there, and the ball is kicked along the ground by his opponent, and it's over the boundary line. Half forward flank for Geelong District, outer side. Now 8 minutes gone, first quarter. In comes the footy.
Crean versus Monkhurst. Monkhurst doesn't get a clear knockdown, but it does come down to Scott. Scott, quick handball to a player under pressure. A bit of a pack forms there and can't get it out. Umpires are letting the ball run fairly well. Ball comes back out to Scott. Scott turns onto the left, punches the ball, long handball out to Goodwin. Goodwin ducks under one, turns onto the left, and probably the longest attacking kick of the day has gone down over centre and down towards Dabrowski, who's towed it off the ground. He's adopted pretty quickly to the wet weather, and a foot race is underway where Ross Dillon leads the race there, trying to push the ball towards the boundary line, and has done so. But in doing that, the Yarra Valley player has encroached in his back and given him a free kick.
This looks like Bilston might have been the infringing player there. Ross Dillon, little chip pass. He's found a teammate there in Stephen Gadd. Still on half-back flank, more towards centre wing. And Gadd of the GDFL steadies it down, not a lot of movement. There's a lead there at centre half forward from Flack. Gee, there's a lot of players around him. Comes off hands, comes to ground, picked up, kick towards centre half forward off. Good mark there for the Yarra Valley side. That was Fraser. Fraser has the lead at full forward. Scouting the crumbs, picking up beautifully there. Is sharp in the conditions. He's had a pot shot at goal. Nobody there, doesn't make the difference. Distance. And Tate it is for Geelong. Kicks it along the ground, out of the danger zone. Ross Dillon diving after the footy. Can't pick it up. Finally picked up, kicked towards the full forward position. Oh, players clearly pushed in the back there. Lockwood can't pick it up. Kicked along the ground finally with a handball. It comes clear to Dabrowski once again. He can't find a teammate out there. Finally, it's good work there by Justin Tate. Handball clear, but Geelong really having some difficulty getting it out of this danger area. Long handball. Gee, set his teammate there in Stephen Gadd, but a free kick is behind the play.
Like a bottleneck down there, Eric. They really need to get away from that pocket area.
And Matty McNamara it was, gets the kick, only gets as far as the centre wing, ball back into the forward line, and dropping into the gap, into the hole there is Fraser. Takes a nice, comfortable, safe chest mark for the Yarra Valley Mountain District Footy League, who after 10 minutes are a goal in front. Oh. Didn't bring me waders either.
I think you need it. The water's coming in the front of the caravan. It's great conditions here at Woori-Yallock. The only good thing going for them, mate, is they're the mighty Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start that.
Had to light you
I
up.
mentioned the fact they kicked the goal, but that's all you're going to say now.
Oh, mate, I couldn't get over the fact you were out rolling the bloody entry point from where Monkhurst was running onto the ground.
So Fraser kicks the goal, and Yarra Valley 2 goals lead GDFL yet to score on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. And I guess the ball hasn't been passed in half forward for Geelong yet, Dick.
We got down there about twice, I think, and they just didn't know what to do with it. And as you say, this mob adapt to the conditions pretty well. They're probably used to playing in these sort of conditions, and the way they clear the ball and the way they're marking, you reckon it was a dry day.
Monkhurst goes unchallenged in the ruck there. Finally, Ratchie, can he pick it up? He's got a bit of shepherding there. Settles, picks it up. Now on the left foot, drives back towards centre half forward. Monkhurst is in good position. Crean drops the chest mark. Not unusual. Pushes out behind him. Good work there for the Yarra Valley. Picked up almost by Peterson. He can't handle it. Neither can Scott. Ball the stacks on the middle there. Players diving in. Finally Tate, can he pick it up? He does. Throws it back out to, well, very high tackle there on the Geelong player. And the free kick will go to Clayton Trotter. Trotter goes for the short pass. Finds Ricky O'Toole. O'Toole between wing and half forward. Drives it toward the pocket. Ratchie takes the mark. Good use of the ball there by the Geelong players in the conditions. Ratchie now normally would probably be within kicking distance, Dick, but not today.
His kicking is indifferent, but obviously the gloves are helping him.
Kick, long kick to full forward. Comes off hands. The back of the pack. Nobody there for Geelong. And Yarra Valley are happy to kick it along the boundary line, and it goes over just ahead there off Hewitt.
It's interesting, Dick, that number 3 there, I think his name's Jason de Graaf. He signed up with Kerrang earlier on in the year and all ready to go as their coach, and then walked out in the club and come back down here.
Well, the ball's thrown in now on the half-forward flank for the Geelong side, and the players are coming in from everywhere. There's a stacks on the middle. The umpire says, give it a me, we'll try to ball it up. I don't know whether he should be paying a free kick maybe just to clear it away, but he's decided to throw it up anyway. No one had bothered balling it up today, and up it goes, and the air, and Monkhurst is in there, knocks the ball down. It's picked up by the Yarra Valley side. It's very hard to see over there as they're clearing across towards the wing. It's on the ground, probably better to kick it off the ground, son. Kick it off the ground. But it goes over the line and out of bounds, and a throw-in will take place on the opposite side of the ground of the broadcasting position in the absolutely torrential hail, rain and thunder. As the ball is thrown in, players jockeying for position once again. Players falling over everywhere, and it gets beautifully set away, and a lovely mark taken by number 22 of the Yellow Valley side, Jason Fraser. He sees a lead, but it's been spoilt by a Geelong player, but they're still coming in. They really know how to play their conditions. Gets a handball out to a Geelong player, but he drops it. Excellent. Everybody's dropping it. They're on the ground. The umpire's going to pay it free, and he's going to pay it to a Geelong bloke. Yeah, he's not a bad umpire. Is that our umpire?
It is. Yes, it is. Corey Lockwood, the recipient of the free kick. Now, what's the umpire? Well, it's been a bit set off the ball. Andy Goodwin's been got a 50-metre penalty. So
see how good the real estate is up on this end of the woods.
Corey Lockwood now.
It's a nice 50 metres.
I hadn't called time on.
For those viewers a bit later in the, there is a late inclusion into the Yarra Valley side, and it's number 5, and it's Matt Peterson. Number 5 is coming to that side. It won't be in the record. For those that take a record home and have a look at the game later on.
Well, Justin Tate gets the ball down towards the centre half forward position for the Geelong side, and they're all in there. They reckon they might have a chance there, but cleared away once again by the Yarra Valley side, and they're running along like it's a dry day. Across the weak position, the ball's a grubber. It's a worm burner, but it's picked up again. No, it's not. It's on the ground. They're all jumping in there. I can see a ball up's going to take place in a minute. No, they've got it away, the Yarra Valley side. Kicked towards the full position, but it's gone over the line and out of bounds in the forward pocket on the opposite side of the ground. And the rain is getting heavier.
So, Eric, it looks like that Monkhurst just goes straight back into the back line, and Alec, that Ben Alec, number 25, and number 7, Michael Schoon, is they're changing it full forward.
And as we speak, Michael Rowe comes onto the ground for the Geelong side to midfield position. But from the throw-in, that was a magnificent effort. It was, I'll pick him up, number 8 was Steve Willoughby. He's hooked around the corner from the throw-in, and he's kicked his first goal, and the 3rd goal for the Yarra Valley. 3 goals straight.
It's just hard to believe.
3 goals straight, and they lead the GDFL, who are yet to score. That's on the Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard. So we're moving back a little. It is absolutely pelting down at 16 minutes into the first quarter. Won't be a lot of time on, I wouldn't think, from the up in the middle. It's Monkhurst gets it down once again. Good work, Lockwood can't pick the footy up, unfortunately. Comes back to the kicker of the last goal in Willoughby. Little chip forward, and Yarra Valley really Pete, they're handling conditions better than Geelong at the moment.
Might be Goodwin, is it?
Looks pretty much like the stature of Goodwin, and not without a chance of kicking it from there.
Goodwin's got that.
Would have played with a fairly ordinary side in his younger day, wouldn't he?
Mate, he's a champion with Richmond.
You're an idiot.
I tell you what, he hasn't got any smaller.
Goodwin,
They keep on kicking them dead set straight. It's another goal. That takes them on to 4 goals straight, which is unbelievable in these type of conditions for a side to kick so straight. And with a lot of confidence too.
And they've handled the ball so well. They're moving to position, and well, as we speak, certainly the ground is becoming waterlogged. There's no doubt about that.
I just opened the side door here, and there is a river running underneath. Back in the middle, Monkhurst gets a clear knock away from Smith, gets it down where the number 3, De Graaf, gets the ball, pushes it over. Willoughby can't make position. Across comes Dabrowski. He tries to cover up, can't do so. Also in there's Clinton Shaw trying to use the boundary line, and does see the ball over the boundary line. Dabrowski and Shaw, I think they're under a fair bit of pressure back there with McNamara. They're doing a good job, but I think where they're falling down a little bit is the Yarra Valley side is appreciably taller.
And physically stronger, I think.
And physically stronger.
Showing out. Dillon picks it up from the throw-in. He slips over, stacks on the mill. The umpire allows players to try and push it out. Well, he almost had the whistle in the mouth, but didn't blow it. And they're just a bit more determined at the moment. The Yarra Valley side. Great work there by Andy Aitchison, centre half back. Put the spoil on, but unfortunately the ball can't be cleared away. We've been 18 minutes into the first quarter. Yarra Valley 4 goals. Geelong and District Footy League yet to score.
Now, Eric, I do realise that this is only going to tape because of our technical problems, but we're whinging about maybe getting wet in here. I wonder how our little sidekick Dino's doing up on the roof. He'd be as wet as a shag, I reckon.
Well, ball kicked wide. The mark has been paid. There's a Geelong player got lost in the undergrowth over there. I think he's gone down the gutter.
It's very lush and tropical up there, isn't it?
Looks a bit like Corey Lockwood, isn't it? He's small at any stage.
Unbelievable.
It's either Lockwood or Clark.
Yes, they certainly went down a fair way. Now the ball off hands there. Hands of is it Mark Crean. Over the boundary line for another throw-in. Between wing and half-back flank for the Geelong side. Now 19 minutes gone, final quarter. We're being inundated, I think.
I just bought a rain gauge for home too, Dick.
Oh, that's good, Pete. Yep. You didn't bring it with you.
No, I could have. In the ruck there, Aitchison contested the ruck, can't get the ball out, trying to push the ball forward. Shaw tried to get hold of it, he can't do it. Trotter's in there, he tries also, and as does Aitchison again, clearing the ball away of the GDFL, but they can't get control, or too much control. Danny Ryan tries to get it for Yarra Valley. He does push the ball over to a teammate who's trying to get the ball down to where Alec makes position. He can't get it. Dabrowski cleaning up for the GDFL, gets the ball across to Aitchison. Aitchison, a little chip through the middle to Trotter. Trotter quickly onto the right boot, looking for a teammate down there in Lockwood, I think it is. He can't get the ball, but pushes it out the back, only to be picked up by Yarra Valley. They push the ball in through the middle of the ground, and I think it's been picked up there by Fraser. Fraser turned the ball over very quickly. GDFL pushing the ball back down again.
Oh, it's gone into attack,
and they're looking to go forward through Tatey. Justin Tate from Corio can't get the ball out. Andrews picks it up. A lacklustre handball under pressure. Turns the ball over again. Pushed out towards the wing now. Racing for the ball.
Get off the ground, son.
Racing for the ball. We've got who's the number 6? I think it's Michael Rowe. Rowe. And I can't see.
Ball's heading toward the boundary. Players, well, they're getting lost in the water. The ball, surely it's going to be pushed over the line. Yes, it finally is. So,
I just hope they've all got their bronze medallions.
I think they'll need them before the day's over.
I think the rain has actually subsided for a while.
So the ball out of bounds between wing and forward flank.
Yeah.
Ball comes in. Monkhorst in front, uses the body. Ball comes down, stacks on the mill. Players not able to get the footy out, and the umpire will come in.
I tell you what, boys, I know 4 goals is a lot of goals under these conditions, but I really think the Yarra boys are a big side, and I just wonder whether they'll slow down. Yeah. We really need the GDFL to keep in contact.
I think that's a fair comment.
Let's hope they slow down in the next 5 minutes then, Pete, while it's on our forward line. Oh, it's impossible for them to get out there, but Yarra Valley get it away again, right in front of the broadcasting position. The chance for the Geelong player in Andrew Aitchison hit the ball across to O'Toole. He sees Michael Rowe and he goes down towards the half forward position. That's the first time it's gone down there for a while again, and once again the umpire says I might throw the ball up. We can't see it anywhere.
Ball out of bounds, centre wing, grandstand side.
Nick Smith, is it? No, not Nick Smith. He stayed out the back. The ball went out there to the number 16 in the GDFL, that's Damien Clark. He pushed the ball forward, but only as far as the boundary line. Andrews leading for the ball, couldn't get control of it and pushed it over the boundary line.
And that's about as close as it's been to our goal all day.
Oh, we've got to the goal square once.
We did. Oh, okay, Eric, sorry.
So,
okay, once again the Yarra Valley side of clearing it out of centre half back down towards their forward position. They can't hold the ball, but they're going down having a crack at this. I tell you what, they see a handball, they see a player coming past, but the GDFL have intercepted beautifully. And once again, dry hands, well, they're unbelievable. They get the ball across, and there's a mark taken on them about half forward, about 55 metres out, and they're having a fair dinkum go at this. But it's cleared very nicely by the GDFL as they clear the ball away. But they just can't hang on to that ball. They go into there and they handball it across. They see a player going past.
That's well done.
He now clears up from centre half back towards the wing position, straight through the legs of the GDFL player. He's still in there having a go though. He's got to beat 2 Yarra Valley blokes. His mates come in to help him. There. I just can't get it away from there, but well, they're all having a crack at it. Here comes the Yarra Valley side now. Back into attack. The ball's on the ground. They're all in there. There's water going everywhere. But it's come out here with a chance now for GDFL because they've got a whole paddock to run now. They see the player running past. They see O'Toole. O'Toole's got it down. He goes down towards the half-forward flank, sees the lead coming out, but knocked away and over the line and out of bounds in the half-back for the Yarra Valley League.
Shane Andrews having quite a bit of difficulty there in controlling his... So ball comes in, half-forward flank, Green. Just too much strength there, Monkhorst. Ball kicks forward. In good position is Clinton Shaw, not paid the mark. Be close to the boundary line once again. Picked up there by De Graaf of Yarra Valley towards centre half forward. Good, Aitchison kicks it towards Clayton Trotter. Trotter, good pick up. Oh, tackle without the footy and tackled high. And Clayton Trotter will take the free kick for the Geelong side. Well, looking for a way through. Moncourse almost takes the mark over Ricky O'Toole there. Good work by the Geelong players, but finally Scott, the captain, picks it up, kicks it towards half forward, and the siren has sounded. A 24-minute quarter time. The score is 4 goals straight. Yarra Valley, Geelong yet to score.